Welcome to SD classes. Today we are going to learn a poem Dust of Snow, which has been prescribed in the syllabus of 10th class, first flight book, and in that the first unit is given. In that first unit we will be finding Dust of Snow is the first poem. Dust of Snow has been written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost is an American poet. Unfortunately, you all have already studied it in ninth standard. The poem which was written, that was The Road Not Taken. Before going further, I would request you, if you like this video, please subscribe the channel and share with your friends, and don't forget to comment on which topic, on which poem you want next video. Let's move further. Robert Frost is an American poet, I have already told you, and he was born on 26 March 1874 in California and died on 22nd July 1963 Boston. He was an American poet, and his notable works or famous works are A Boy's Will, North of Boston, The Road Not Taken, which we have already studied in ninth standard, and the awards which he has got, that is Pulitzer Prize, Congressional Gold Medal. Personally, whatever I know about Robert Frost and why we are studying, that's my point of view. Maybe you agree or not. Our Honorable Prime Minister, the first Prime Minister of India, Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, during his last days, or you can say during his last moments, he was studying Robert Frost only. The Road Not Taken, the poetry which you have already studied in ninth standard, the last four lines which you have read, these lines were quoted by Pandit Nehru also in his diary. The lines I would also like to repeat. The woods are lovely, dark, and deep, and I have promises to keep. Miles to go before I sleep, miles to go before I sleep. Maybe Prime Minister liked Robert Frost, that's why CBSE has prescribed it. That's my point of view. Let's move further. The key points of the poetry is just suggesting that the poem is based on a small incident which occurred with poet. The poet was in sad mood, and just to refresh himself, he might have come out of his home and he was walking. And suddenly, as he passed by a hemlock tree is a poisonous tree. There was a crow which started shaking its wings, its feathers, and just due to that, some snowflakes, some snow particles started pouring down, and it just came on poet. And suddenly, the poet was wake up. Why wake up? Because he was lost in his own thoughts, in his own sad mood. So he came out of that sad mood just because of the moment of shaking of crow. So after that, the poet becomes very thankful to nature. Let's move further and let's study the poem thoroughly. I'll just give you the line by line description of the poem. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. These four lines are actually should be written at the end, because which way the poet is talking about, he is talking about the manner, the way a crow shook down on me. That means the manner, by the way the crow started shaking its feathers on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Why is saying hemlock tree? Because the crow was already sitting there, and as the poet came under that tree, the crow started shaking its feathers, and due to that, the snow particles started coming down and coming on the poet. So what happened with the poet when the snow particles came? Then what happened? This is all described in the next stanza. So next stanza says, has given my heart a change of mood. Just because of the previous moment, which he has already mentioned in the last stanza, the shaking of feathers of the crow. What happened with that incident has given my heart a change of mood. That mood, my heart, which was already lost in the sad thoughts, it completely changed. It completely weakened. And as it awakened, the poet came alive. The poet felt quite refreshed. And just because of this, the poet saved the next two lines and saved some part of the day. I had to do. That means just because of that incident, just because of that natural incident, what happened? My day was saved, my mood was changed. That's why I became positive, and the whole day which I was going to means vanish, which I was going to end in sad mood, that suddenly became joyful for me. Now the poet has become positive. That's why he is thanking the nature. Saved some, that means SS, two letters continuously repeated with the same sound, that's alliteration. So this is the literary device which is used in this line. If we talk about the rhyme scheme which is used here, that is AB, AB and CD, CD. The message poet wants to give that even the some inauspicious things like hemlock tree, which is a poisonous tree, and even the crow is also considered as a sign of negativity, can also bring positivity in your life. That's only your outlook, how you consider the natural incident which happens with you. How do you respond to that natural incident which happens with you? That's all the poet is just telling in this poem. In last 5 years, questions, there is only one question which has been asked, that was also in 2018, and I expect the answer from you. If you have really understood the poem, the question is very simple. I believe that you can answer it. So answer in the comment box. The question is in the poem. Let us know, how does the poet's mood get changed? At last, I would request you that don't forget to click like for this video if you really like this, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and share with your friends. Take care. Bye bye.